Hola YouTube, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Darieny, and if you're new here, bienvenidos. First things first, happy new year, and I hope that whatever plan, wish, or goal you have for this 2022 comes true. And I just want to wish everybody a prosperous, full of love, happiness, and health, because we all know that health is extremely important right now. I actually wasn't going to record today because I am on quarantine, because unfortunately last week I tested positive for COVID. I am okay. I don't have pretty much any symptoms. I am congested right now though, and that's because I get really hot at night, and I went to sleep with the window cracked just a tidbit. But it is super duper cold in New York right now, and then this happened. So about a week ago I tested positive for COVID. I was told to quarantine for 5 days, and at the end of the 5 days to pretty much return to work or my regular life. However, I was not content with that advice, so at the end of the 5 days I went back to urgent care, got another test, and I am still positive, and I refuse to go anywhere unless I have a negative result. Granted, yes, I can go places wearing my mask and following precaution. However, with the type of job that I do, I don't want to be around people. One, I cater mainly to the elderly, and two, even though I can wear my mask, I have to take off my mask to either drink or eat, and I am not going to do that because whenever we eat around people. So not gonna happen. So here I am still under quarantine, and funny enough, I actually came into 2022 with no plans, no goals. Whatever plans I had from last year that was supposed to pretty much continue into this year, that was supposed to be the plan. However, I've been under quarantine. I've been reflecting a lot. I've been thinking a lot. I've been writing a whole lot. So now I have certain goals that I do have for 2022. So in this video, I am going to be manifesting my 2022 goals. Okay, so I wrote some of the stuff down on my phone to pretty much like keep me on track with the things that I want to mention. 2021 was not a terrible year for me, but it also wasn't a good year. Like 2021 had its roller coasters, and the bad that did happen in 2021 for me was traumatic. And with that being said, my main goal for 2022 is to be a better me. Now with me trying to be a better me, has to do with a lot of things. My way of thinking, my way of going about things, like just a lot of stuff. So one of the things that I wrote down was humble up, being at peace, calming myself down. I have a problem with overthinking, and I could start with one thought and end like 20 thoughts later, and they are not necessarily the best of thoughts. With that, one of the goals that I do have is to just calm down, be more positive, worry less about things that I cannot control. One big thing for me is taking the pressure off myself. Like I always feel the need to constantly be busy, to constantly be doing stuff, because I am a huge planner. So if I have a plan, I feel the need to pretty much everything that I do has to be because of like my end goal or my plan. I don't know if that makes sense, but this year I want to not always like play it safe. I want to take more risk, live in the moment, and enjoy my moments. And I actually think that that right there is actually a good plan. Like I could actually hold myself accountable to being more calm, a little bit more positive, and not letting things get to me so damn much, especially if it's something that I cannot control, or sometimes when things don't really have much to do with me. Like, I've been in situations where like a situation technically has to do with me, and if something doesn't directly affect me, then like I should be able to just let it go, let it go, let it go. And I'm not gonna lie, that is huge coming from me, because like I take things to heart. I take things personal, okay? But this time around I'm trying to not do that. All right, moving on to the next thing, and that is my health. So 2021 I started this. I started to pretty much focus on my health, my physical health. 2022 I want to worry about, or not worry about, I want to focus on bettering my physical health and my mental health as well. You guys know I have PCOS, and PCOS is one of those tricky things, like one of those tricky conditions to have, because it is hard to treat it. However, instead of trying to tackle the whole umbrella of PCOS, I am going to try to tackle certain symptoms that I do have because of my condition. And with me trying to better my mental health, I just need to pretty much just be honest with myself. I don't know if I ever mentioned this before, but I suffer from some mental health stuff, and I always try to like diminish it or make excuses for it and stuff like that. And I've noticed that that is not healthy. I need to tackle my mental health head on. The last time that I've been to therapy consistently was back in college. Yeah, after like a bad breakup that I had, I went to therapy for like some time, and after that, like, I have talked to people here and there, but I need to get back to therapy, and I need to keep on going with it and stay consistent, because I only think about going to therapy when I am going through something, and that shouldn't be the case. I need to always go to therapy, and I have certain things that I do need to deal with. Like 2021 was, I don't want to say it was hard on me, but it was difficult. You guys know that I lost a pregnancy. You guys actually don't know that I actually lost 2 pregnancies in 2021. The second one was literally just a couple of months ago, and the toll that something like that takes on your body and your mental, it's a lot. It's a whole lot. So I want to go back to therapy to obviously deal with the trauma or the stuff from that and other things as well. Moving on. Okay, so the next goal that I have is with relationships, and I wrote down to be more selfish. And I know, yes, that is confusing, because in order for you to date or try to be in a relationship, you do have to be selfless in a way. Obviously, whenever you deal with other people, I feel like you should be selfless. However, I am trying to be selfish in the sense that I want to focus on me, my needs, and my wants. Okay, I am done with dating. I am done with dating. Like, thinking back at 2021 and the amount of dating that I attempted to do, I'm not okay with that. I am not okay with that. And this year, like, I'm not going to focus on dating. Now, let me say this. When I say I am done with dating, I mean that I am not going to purposely put myself out there to try to get to know people. If, let's say, dating comes my way, that doesn't really make sense, but if, like, let's say dating comes my way, or whatever the case might be, I might give it a thought, you know, to entertaining. But with me being done with dating, that means I am done putting myself out there. And this is not a permanent thing. This is just something that I want to do for a period of time. I feel like I need to take some time to just focus on me, and maybe one day, if I am ready, then I'll get back into the dating scene. One of the questions that I get asked the most whenever I do a Q&A has to do with my relationship status. And let me say this right now, because I need to start being honest with myself. My relationship status is complicated, and that's one of the reasons why I am done with dating. You guys, I think I mentioned this at some point, but I am technically single. However, I have been seeing somebody for the past 2 years and 7 to 8 months. Yes, I know you're like, oh, what? Huh? Does that even make sense? Yes, it does. Obviously, this is a relationship, but it's not the relationship that you think about having with someone for that long. Okay, so yeah, this is something that has started off as fun and everything, and you know, here we are. And I actually need to prepare myself to like walk away from that, because even though I care about the person cares about me, it's not something that pretty much we both want to be in. You know, he's constantly always overthinking about me, and I'm constantly overthinking also like multiple situations. So yeah, I mean, that's a little much. I'm gonna just leave that right there. But yeah, so with me being done with dating and trying to be more selfish is that. Now, my problem is I have an unhealthy balance with caring and not caring. Like, for example, if I care about you and I love you, like, I am all in, I am all about that person. But if I'm just having fun, like, I don't care, I'm doing me, I'm having my fun, I don't give a flying F about other people's emotions. And honestly, being hurt myself, I realized that doing that to other people, it's not okay. It is not okay. And it actually sucks that I have to think about being done with dating, because I'm not gonna lie, the most growth that I have done is in relationships. Like, when I am in relationships, I tend to thrive. Like, when I am single and just doing whatever, like, I don't care, I just go about life like it is what it is. I do what I have to do, and that's that, you know. But when I am in a relationship, like, it's different in a good way. So yeah, that's a lot, Lord. Oh, well, don't worry, when I'm ready to actually talk about this stuff, I will talk about this stuff. I actually have more that I wrote when it comes to relationships. Going to try to be more selfish, done with dating, done with seeking committed relationships. That's another thing too. So 2021, I kept trying to, I think, trying to be in a committed relationship. I am a hopeless romantic. I wear my heart on my sleeves. I swear to God, we could have a whole episode on just relationship or love, because listen, I got shit to say. But anyway, I wear my heart on my sleeve. I am a hopeless romantic. So whenever I meet a person and I start to care about them in that romantic, selfless way, I can't help but see that person as like a forever partner. And that has been an issue for me in the past, because not everyone should be that. So yeah, where was I? Done seeking committed relationships, done dealing with people's BS. If I do eventually date, I do plan on entering it with just dating for fun, dating with no purpose. I am not taking anyone seriously until they show me that I should take them seriously. But I am not trying to do that in 2022. And also, I well, I already came to the realization that not everyone that I date is a forever partner. So yeah, I'm pretty much done with like shallow people, shallow connections, empty connections, empty anything. So yeah, if I sit here and tell ya about the people that I have tried to get to know on like that romantic sense in 2021, y'all be like, what? But yeah, moving on, because we're spending too much time on this. And this next one is actually y'all might see this as a little contradiction. Now, one of the goals that I have is becoming a mom, and you're like, what? Yes, I know I don't want to date, but I do want to become a mom. Yes, I know. Now, my thing is, my idea of the traditional relationship is like no longer really in my head. I feel like I have been disappointed so much that like that is like, you know what, I'm gonna just leave that one alone. But yeah, but me becoming a mom, okay, I'm gonna try to explain this as quickly and as efficiently as possible. A few years ago, you can ask me, or you can tell me that you see me as a mom, or that I will be a mom, or whatever the case might be, and I will tell you that ain't me. I don't want no kids, none of that. However, I met a person that changed all of that for me. Like, being with this person, like I said, a lot of my growth I do it in relationships, but this person ignited like those feelings for me, and with those feelings being ignited, I realized that like I am going to be like a great mom. Like, I would be a great mom. I know this, like, you know, I know how I will be as a mom. And yeah, so until I met a person that like gave me the feelings to want to have a kid, I was like, oh wow, whoa. And also finding out that I was expecting a baby, like, that changed everything for me. Obviously, things have not worked out with that, and I have had 2 losses in a matter of months. But with me becoming a mom, I want to start preparing myself, pretty much my body, for that. And like I said, I am already planning on treating like some of the symptoms of PCOS, because with me having that condition, I don't have like the normal body, and with that I also don't have the normal reproductive system. Like, I have cysts in my ovaries, you know, so if I was to get pregnant, like, my pregnancy is most likely going to be risky. So I had this goal at one point in my life that I wanted to have a kid or kids by 30. Now, next month I'm going to be 28. So if I don't date in 2022 and I wait like a year, which will make me 29, I'll have to get to know a brand new person, or you know, whatever, and also try to have a kid by 30, which I don't think is ideal, because I'm not going to try to rush a relationship because I am trying to have a kid. A lot of people don't understand this, but with me trying to one day have kids, the more I wait, the more difficult it's going to get. Like, granted, that is a thing that happens for us women, but for me is times, I don't even want to put a number on that, but for me it's, you know, a lot more, or a lot riskier. So like, you know, the typical 28-year-old healthy person with like a healthy reproductive system could probably have a normal pregnancy up until a certain age. That is not the case for me. So with me hoping to become a mom, I have to, you know, try to pretty much get on it if I do want that. And I have also come to the conclusion that I think, well, I don't think, I know that I can go at it alone if I do choose to do that. Like, it would be great to have a partner, yes, but I also don't want to put myself in situations just for the sake of, you know, having a kid. But this could be a conversation that we could have a whole nother time. But I do want to become a mom, hopefully by 30. That is my personal goal. And until that does happen, if it does happen, I'm going to try my best to prepare my body so that I could be healthy enough to carry a baby full term, pretty much. Moving on. Okay, moving on to the next thing, and the next thing is moving, and that is my last like personal thing for me. The last thing for me is moving. This is a goal that I had already since 2021. I think I said this on my channel before, and I still have the same goal. I still plan on moving out of New York City for many reasons. I need to create distances between me and certain people, and I just want like a fresh start, something new, something different. I just feel like I need like a breath of fresh air. Like, I don't know why, but I just feel the need to just start over in a way, if that makes sense. But yeah, now with this still being a goal for me, back then it was just a thing of I want to move. But fast forward to now, I now have a timeline, and I also have a state that I have picked out. You guys will find out more about that when it actually does happen, or when it gets closer to that time. But yeah, one of the goals that I do have is moving out of New York City, because being in New York City has been a lot, and I feel like I need a break. One, from New York City. Two, from, yeah, we're just gonna leave that right there. Okay, moving on. So my next goals are for YouTube. So some of the goals that I have for YouTube is making Spanish makeup videos, uploading more cooking videos, being more personal on my channel, pretty much like not having a filter, and I want to try doing monthly tries. Let me elaborate. One of the reasons why I started my YouTube channel was because I wanted to teach girls that look like me and that are similar to me how to do their makeup, and also to represent for them, pretty much. I literally have one video on my channel where I did a Spanish makeup tutorial, and I stopped. And the reason why I stopped was because I am not the best at expressing things. Now, I will say things to get you to understand what I'm trying to say. However, I am in this weird space where like certain words only come to me in Spanish and certain words only come to me in English. And I hate it, honestly, but it's part of being multilingual. So in that video, I pronounced one word wrong. Everybody knew what I was trying to say, but my family made a mockery out of it, and it made me feel away, honestly, so I stopped. But I'm going to try my best to find a balance on, you know, having Spanish makeup videos and also English videos as well. I don't know if I'm still going to make like the Spanish slang videos that I have made in the past, but I do plan on making more Spanish makeup videos. Now, cooking videos, I plan on cooking more on my channel, but when it comes to me, I feel like people always try to box me up. When it comes to makeup, people try to box me up. When it comes to the way I dress, people try to box me up. When it comes to cooking, people always try to box me up. When it comes to cooking, people either want me to make Guatemalan stuff or Hispanic stuff. I am a foodie. I like a little bit of everything. When it comes to my cooking, I cook a little bit of everything. So I'm gonna just make that a disclaimer right now. I guess when I do create more cooking videos, I'm going to create a little bit of everything. So just putting that out there. What was the other thing that I said? oh, trying to be more authentic and personal on my channel and not having a filter. So I am the type of person that I care about how others view me. With that, I feel the need to be proper or sometimes correct. And I gotta sneeze. Okay, it didn't come. All right. And with that, I realized, like, you know, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to, I don't want to say the wrong thing, but it's okay to be myself. So I want to do that more on my channel. And I've also learned that I have opinions. I can be a traditionalist, but I am also very open-minded. And I realized that with that, I have opinions that differ from a lot of people. I mean, I hope that we all do. But I actually don't know if like unpopular opinion videos are still popular on YouTube. However, I do want to have conversational videos where I get to share my opinions, whether they are similar or differently from others. But I want to have a space on my channel where people either ask me questions or give me topics to discuss. I want to do that this 2022 because I always catch myself having conversations with people that are interesting. So I think that it would be nice to do that here on my channel as well. Okay, and I think that that is everything. I spoke for a little bit longer than I expected, like always, but I hope that I made my point across and I articulated my points decent. I hope it made sense, you know. If you enjoyed this video, leave this video a fat thumbs up. Comment down below, do you have any plans for 2022? Do you have any goals for 2022? Do you have opinions on some of the things that I have said? Because I'm sure some people do. Let me know down below. And if you're not subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. What the fuck? Oh. Okay, and if you're not subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Ciao.